In one of your recent articles in exploring discursive absence of colonialities in German pedagogies, you argue that German classrooms erase colonial atrocities while centering the Holocaust, creating a fractured memory culture. Can you explain a bit about that?
Well, if we were to talk about the post-structuralist take on memory anyway, memory is always disjointed, it's fractured, it's non-linear in a way. When Walter Benjamin talks about non-linear time, Bergsonian time, Deleuze talks about space in a non-linear way, right? So it's fractured in a positive sense. But the way I talked about it in that article, of course, is it's a materialist deduction of what's happening in there. And it particularly talks about Holocaust exceptionalism as a phenomenon that you only talk about. I think that's happened. I mean, scholars such as Norman Finkelstein would like to have written books on the subject, really. And Michael Rothbard has talked about this. There are other scholars who've talked about this. But yeah, the idea to kind of resonate with them and say that, yeah, we talk about the Shoah, and I would, of course, endorse the fact that there's rampant anti-Semitism that still exists around the world. But it's equally, if not more important, to talk about the ongoing genocide at the minute, because it's ongoing. It's a presentist concern, really. And the lack of that conversation there about the Palestinians, about Gaza, about the West Bank, and simultaneously about the massacring of the North American Indians back before American civilization happened, a genocide as an advent point of American civilization to start with, or talking about the colonial expansionist movements, Europe's colonial adventures, as Paul Gilroy calls it, the world over. And there are so many genocides to talk about. And I think it's important not to hierarchize genocides, because how do you do that exactly? And it's also, I think it exposes some of Germany's inability to address what happened in Namibia, what happened in Papua New Guinea. And just because it happened for a short period of time does not quite outright the fact that they were active genocides, and does not outright the fact that it has taken almost a year and a half for Germany as a state to be able to condemn an ongoing live genocide and starvation of children. It's just as simple as that. So there goes.